I've always had a fondness for games that take place underwater, and I just got done playing a new one called Neptune Flux. But is this game an underwater utopia, or should I just drown in the depths? Neptune Flux is a first-person exploration adventure style game, aka a walking simulator, but done with a little bit more gameplay than some others of the genre. In it, you take control of a character who's underwater. The entire world has been kind of washed out, and you basically are working for a company named Aqua in order to restore power to their devices. Your mother used to also work for this company, but has gone missing, so part of the journey is also discovering what happened to her. The entire experience takes place underwater, where you're completing a variety of different quests that will have you exploring the ocean around the base that you started off at. You actually also can get the ability to buy a few items and upgrades for your dive pod that you're using in order to explore under the water. Missions start off pretty simplistic at your base, where you'll be rerouting power, but soon you'll be exploring the ocean floor, finding a variety of different objects like a plane or a sunken submarine or other giant boat that has now landed and has claimed home to the bottom of the ocean floor. When you find these areas, they get marked on your indicator of what direction you're going, basically your compass, but there's no actual map that you can pull up. Thankfully though, these indications on that are very useful for getting back to places you've already been, especially when you need to go to another place to find an object and then bring it back to another one. You have a few tools to help you out, such as sonar, so you can highlight items that are in the distance so you know what direction you should be going, especially when you're first discovering things. You have flares that you can use to kind of light up areas and see, and you get a neat ability just a little bit into the game, which basically works as kind of a time manipulation, which will allow you to kind of turn the entire screen white, but things go to a different time and place when you're using this, and you'll have to solve some puzzles involving this particular ability. There's a speed boost that you can use, which will allow you to go a little bit faster for a short period of time. There's no swim faster or run button in the game, so you move pretty slowly, but you can use these speed boosts for a couple of seconds each in order to get to an area a little bit quicker, and you can rebuy these, though you can only hold 5 at a time. And there's also a few other upgrades that you can buy as well to help you out. In order to buy these items and upgrades, you'll have to get money, and you do so by completing certain quests. You'll be rewarded with a bonus set of money, as well as you can find scrap that's all over the place that will help you out. You have a battery meter that you also have to keep track of during the game. If you go too far out of an energy area, this battery will start to deplete. Though I swam around for quite a while with it at its lowest point, and it never seemed to completely run out. It may be able to, but I was running around in the water for a long time with this thing beeping pretty annoyingly, and still didn't end up game overing or anything. Most of the time though, it's very easy to get into an area where the power ends up refilling, so the battery is kind of a moot point. The game's narrative, which is one of the big draws in a game like this, is okay. There's some interesting time stuff going on, and when you find out exactly what's going on and what happened to your mother that you're looking for, it's a little bit interesting, but it wasn't breathtaking by any means. The game is also really short. In fact, it took me less than an hour and a half in order to complete it, and a bunch of that time was just locating the different places that I needed to go, such as the plane or the ship. Once I was able to find these locations, completing the various quests was extremely simplistic. Twist a couple of valves, open a couple of doors, grab an item, and return to base. Repeat until you finished up everything. From the technical side of things though, the game ran smoothly. I didn't run any major glitching, crashing, or slowdown of any sort. Neptune Flux is available now on PS4 and PC for $7.99. It doesn't have a platinum trophy, unfortunately, but it does have a pretty easy 100%. Just complete the game. Overall, Neptune Flux is an okay game in the genre, but it doesn't do anything that really stands out, and there are much better narrative walking sim type of experiences available on console and PC at this point. It does have VR capabilities though for PSVR as well as PC, so if you have that ability to do so, you may get a little bit more out of this game than necessarily I did playing it on the standard PlayStation 4. I also have to say the soundtrack though is quite enjoyable. It's one of the best parts of this game for sure. With everything said though, I'm going to be giving Neptune Flux an average 5. out of 10. But anyway guys, that's going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course I hope you enjoyed.